everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Hannah. I am beginning my second year as a kindergarten teacher in North Carolina. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I started prepping for my class this year. So if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, it is just they call me Miss S. I post a lot of things that I am doing while I'm doing it, so you can kind of see things quicker before they come out in videos. And one of the things that I told you guys was this weekend, I was snooping around the database for my new school district, and I discovered that I could find my class list. So I was able to find the names of all the little kiddos that are doing my class this year, and I'm so excited about it. As of right now, there's 26 enrolled, but one of them, I can't tell if it's a mistake or not. So I either have 26 or 25 kids right now. However, I do know that that is likely to change. Number one, because people are constantly registering for kindergarten. And number two, parents are probably also still up in the air thinking about what they want to do with their kid for this upcoming school year. So I, as of now, have 26 kids, maybe 25, and I'm just so excited to see all their little names. It's fun to put names, I want to say to faces, but I don't even know their faces yet either. But it's fun to just have a name in mind and to be able to start learning them. And I like to number my kids so I can alphabetize them and like do those kinds of things. And it's nice to know now when I am prepping things, how many things I should be prepping, or like a ballpark number basically. So it's going to be different because last year, which was my first year of teaching, I only had 15 students. So it's a big difference, but I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a great year. And also trying to find the positive in a lot of things here. Having a big number like this and doing it a lot online this year, I think is kind of a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because kind of looking at it as I'm easing my way into it, because classroom management isn't really the same when you're teaching through a computer. There really isn't a whole lot of classroom management going on because you're not in the classroom and you're not there with the kids. And so having a large number of students but doing it virtually, I kind of feel like I'll be able to get my feet wet and like, you know, feel what it's like to have such a big class but not actually have to manage them all like the way that I would if I was just thrown into a classroom of 26 kids by myself. You know what I mean? Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense in my mind, and I'm kind of like, I'm just trying to find positive things to think about here, and that's one of them. So I'm very excited that I was able to find that this weekend. So not gonna lie, up until this point, I've kind of just been like, why prep things? Like, what is the purpose? Am I super excited about teaching this year? I'm going to be absolutely honest, no. I mean, am I excited? Yes, but am I as excited as I was going into my last year, my first year teaching, before all of the craziness started happening? No. And I feel like it's a valid feeling to have, and I also feel like a lot of other teachers are feeling the same way, just because it's still very unknown. There's a lot of things up in the air, people's health, people's safety, how you're going to do what you're expected to do through a computer. And I feel like even though I did this last year, for part of the year, I feel like the expectations are now ramped up a bit, because now we kind of, or at least our school districts like to think, that they kind of understand and have a better wrap around what we should and what we can be doing through a computer. So yes, I did do this for half of the year last year. However, I don't feel like it was to the extent that it's going to be expected of us to do this year. I don't know what is quite expected of us yet, but I just feel like they're going to expect more because they kind of have a better understanding, and we've had more time the whole summer now to plan how to do this. So I was not super excited about going back to school and trying to wrap my head around everything that's going to be happening. However, having my class list has made it a little bit more exciting, and I've actually been a little bit more motivated to prep things now. So that's what I started doing today. I actually already filmed some clips from this morning, but I just wasn't ready to quite put my face on the camera yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you those clips from this morning now, and you'll get to see some of the things that I worked on this morning, some of the things I've been prepping, kind of what's been going through my head, and what else? Oh, how you can access these materials if you are interested in using them too. So I had a few people ask me if I would make a planner setup video, and to be honest, I really don't do a whole lot of setting up my planner before the school year starts. So I'm going to show you what I do actually do here, but it's not enough to make a whole video out of it, so I'll explain to you what I'm doing in a second. But this is me setting up my planner before the school year. So this is what my August page right now looks like. I started setting things up and just filling in different things that I know for sure are happening throughout August. You'll notice that I like to write everything in pencil, because things often change and I want to be able to erase it. So as much as I love colorful pens and as much as I have so many, I choose to write things typically in pencil in my planner so that if things do change, I can erase it. However, I say that and then I went over some of them and highlight them, which obviously I can't erase. The things that I highlight are also things that I know are not going to change. So I kind of have like a little color-coded system. So I use different colored highlighters for different things in my planner. So you'll notice throughout my planner that anything highlighted in blue is a teacher work day. So it's a day that I don't have kids, but I go to school to work. So I have highlighted all those in blue. So the first week and 2 days of school is teacher work time before the kids come. Throughout my planner, I use pink to highlight kids' birthdays. So I'm not going to show you those days because they do have names on them, but I do like to use pink for birthdays so that I don't miss anyone's birthday, because using pencil, it's harder to see it. Sometimes it blends in a lot with the planner, and so I like to make them stand out by highlighting things that are really important to me. And then I use yellow to highlight days where we just don't have any school. Like I don't have school and the kids don't have school. So for my August, I have these I didn't highlight because I'm not quite sure if I have to attend these first 2 days. This is new teacher orientation, so I am a new teacher to the district, but not a brand new teacher in general. So I don't know if I have to attend these 2 days, but I know that I have to attend this day. So I have new teacher orientation, and then we start teacher work days in our classrooms and at our schools, and getting to know our new schools and what's available to us and all that stuff. So that will be happening during these blue days. And then for the first day of school, I used a sticker. I wanted to show you the sticker pack that I have. I actually used the same pack last year, so it's nothing new, and honestly I used a lot of the stickers, so a lot of them aren't in here anymore, but I love this one. It's really cute and there are a good amount left. So what I still want to do is go through and put birthday stickers on the kids' birthdays. I have all those left. There's a lot of just really fun ones. Reminder stickers, things for planning. I love the ones that have little checklists. There's a whole bunch of variations of these where I can put different checklist ones in here. I love these ones. I obviously used a lot of them last year. I marked all my paydays, so I'll probably do that again this year. It's just a good reminder. I think these are so cute, these checklists. So they have so many different fun stickers in here. And I like decorating because it makes it more fun. But these were really helpful too. Like there's a lot of these stickers for holidays and events or just big things to remember. So I would use those a lot last year as well. So I still need to put these in my planner, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But that is where I got this sticker. So I marked the first day and the last day of school with these stickers because those are important days too. And then for now, on my lovely August 31st, can you see that? Kind of blurry. That's my Let's Be in Remote Learning Day. So I didn't highlight it, I didn't make it fun because it's not fun and I'm not excited for it, but it's there. So this is December's spread right now, and it has a lot more going on, which is why I want to show it to you. All of these pink sticky notes are children's birthdays, so I have their names on there, so I covered those up, but they are highlighted in pink, so I put their birthdays. I also have, I've marked when the end of our quarters are, because that's typically when like progress reports would go out, report cards. Conferences are typically around these times, so I just like to mark them so I know what's coming. I have some blue for teacher work days, and then you'll see all the yellow is, this is Christmas break, so, but those are no school days. So I'm planning on using these stickers for birthdays, and I like to put them on actually like the lesson plan part of my planner because this is what I look at most and then like weekly, and so when it gets to the day I want to have a reminder. I like to put things over here. However, this planner has a lot less room than my last planner did, so these stickers are kind of big to put over here. I'm gonna try putting it right around in here and see if I can get them to fit, but they are a little bit big, but they're really cute. But this sticker pack does also have the option to do balloons, and I like the balloons. However, I like to put the balloons on like party days, other days where we're gonna have celebrations like Valentine's Day, like St. Patrick's Day, any of those little funky holidays, and just any other celebrations that we decide to have. I like to use the balloons for those. So I'm gonna try to use one of these birthdays. One of our friends' birthdays is on the 7th. Okay, honestly, it's not horrible because they are see-through, like they do have a clear background, so you can still kind of see the name of the date, but I might next time like shift it over a little bit so it might take up some of this first box instead, or just kind of tilt it a little bit, but that's how my stickers are gonna look. One thing I do want to note is that I put this sticker here on September 14th. I have a student's birthday on September 13th, but that is a Sunday. We're obviously not at school on Sundays. So I like to put, when I'm putting them in through my lesson plan part, not on the calendar, I like to put them on the day that we're going to celebrate them. So I often will look around and see, are there any other holiday celebrations that are around that same time that I don't want to put a birthday on the same day. So if it's a weekend, I'll typically try to pick either the Friday before or the Monday after, depending on what is happening the Friday before or the Monday after. and then we can decide from there. So I'm gonna choose to celebrate this child's birthday probably on the Monday after, because her birthday is on Sunday and there's nothing happening on Friday or Monday, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on Monday. But then I'll put a little note up here that says so-and-so's birthday from like Sunday, or just put the actual date that it is, that I remember that it's not actually this day, but we're gonna celebrate it on this day. So I've gone through and did all my birthdays. I wanted to show you underneath the sticky note, I have quite a few days actually where I have 2 kids' birthdays, or we just have to celebrate a second kid's birthday on the same day. So I do write both of their names in the square up above the birthday candles, and if it's on a different date than their actual birthday, I'll write the date too. Now I'm going back in and I have a couple stickers left for like different breaks that we have throughout the year, so like spring break, fall break, winter break. So I like to put them on the first day of the break so that I know that like we're not coming to school after that. So I've gone through and did winter break, spring break, and fall break. And then this day, this Tuesday, I don't have kids, but I still have to come to school, so I'm putting in these little prep stickers because they're prep days. So they're days that I can go in and just kind of like gather myself and get things together for when we do come back. So I just put in little prep stickers, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of them too, because there's a bunch of days like that. The rest of these stickers are pretty much things that I will have to wait to use until it actually comes time where I need them, because I don't quite know yet when all of these things are going to be happening, and I don't really need to put lists in yet because I don't have any lists to make yet until I'm actually in the classroom. So that's pretty much going to be it for my planner prepping. I don't do a whole lot of planner prepping. A lot of it I just keep and wait until school actually starts, and I just do it as I go because it's easier for me and things are a little bit more like fresh in my mind when I do it that way. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes behind this picture that I just took for my Instagram. I just created these nameplates, that's what I'm gonna call them at least, these big nameplates that are gonna go inside of all of the pencil pouches that I bought for my kids. I'm using these to house all of their individual supplies like pencils, scissors, crayons, erasers, sticky notes, anything that they're gonna need, like school supply wise, I'm gonna put in these, and these are gonna be theirs to have so that no one else is touching their stuff. Everything in theirs will be labeled with their number. I was originally just gonna write their number on the like clear part of this and then house their stuff inside of it, but I thought that it would be a good idea maybe to put their nameplates on it. So I was gonna tape the nameplates that I bought from Target on there, but then I found out they were too big. So this is what I came up with. I decided to make my own. And what I did was I just put their left and right hands, because I love that part of the nameplates that I normally use that shows them which hand is their left and which is their right. So left and right hands, their name is here. I'm actually going to trace their name for them, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is dotted, so it's not a solid line. And I like to trace their names with all of the letters in one color, except I put the vowels in a different color, normally red, and it matches the alphabet down here. That way they can start identifying what letters in their name are vowels. So I'll do that with all of theirs, and then I also put the alphabet here, and once again I put the vowels in red because it differentiates them. I have a number line 0 to 20 because that is the kindergarten standard, is to know their numbers up to 0 to 20. This is a part that I thought was super important to add because let me tell you, last year with virtual learning I had so many questions all the time from parents asking, what was my kid's login again? What was my kid's login again? And I felt like I was just sending logins all the time. So I'm including in here because this is going to go home with the kids, so they will have this at home when they're home virtual learning. So their login will be right here on the front, but it'll have their username and password so that they can easily type it in. Over here I just have their color words that are all written in the color that the word is for, and then at the bottom I put a lot of the 2D shapes that we learn in kindergarten, and I just put the names inside of them. So this is something that I think is going to be really helpful. I hope it's helpful for them, and it will go home with them, so they will have this at home to use throughout their virtual learning time. So I am putting this on my TPT store as we speak. I had a lot of you ask about it already from when I posted it on Instagram, so I am going to put this on my TPT store. So if you are interested in checking something out like this or making your own, but you want to see what mine looks like, my TPT store is always linked down below. Okay, so unfortunately my printer has run out of ink, and I do not feel like going back outside in the heat to get more ink, so prep has kind of come to a halt printer-wise for right now, so I'm not able to print out other things. However, I do have a lot more things that I need to do on my computer for my school, like through my school, and I've kind of been putting it off because it's just like very tedious tasks. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be super helpful. What I have to do is basically unpack every lesson for my curriculum, for math curriculum and ELA curriculum. I have to unpack every lesson. There's like a whole chart to fill out. which it's for me. My coach made it for me, and the other teachers have them too. And so it's only going to benefit me in the end. It's basically going to be my lesson plans. Like when the school year comes around, I won't have to write lesson plans again, which is super nice. But just doing it in the moment, it's really tedious. So I've been putting it off, and I really need to get working on it because I'm only 2 weeks away from actually starting school. And I'd like to have this stuff done. So I am gonna sit for a little bit, get some work done on my computer, and then we're gonna go grocery shopping, and I will show you guys what I get grocery shopping when I get back. So I just got back from grocery shopping. I've been going to all different grocery stores since I moved here, just trying to figure out what I like, what's close, what is gonna be convenient, what has good prices, and all of that. I found out that there's an Aldi near me, literally 5 minutes away, and I love Aldi. I shopped there a lot when I was in college, my first 2 years, because I lived near an Aldi. And you can't beat their prices, and they have really good food. So I'm excited to start shopping there again. So I went to Aldi today. I am so excited to show you everything that I got because I paid less than $60, less than $65, I think maybe, for all of this stuff, and that is insane to me. So I'm gonna do a little grocery haul for you guys to show you everything that I got and then put all this stuff away before it gets too hot. First, I got 2 of these flatbread things. They're good for making pizzas. I realized I did not get pizza sauce, so I am gonna just use Alfredo sauce, which I love anyway, so I'm excited to make these for dinner. There's 2 in here, like I said. Whole big pack of cookies because I have nothing sweet in this apartment, and sometimes you just need something. Some stuffing. I love stuffing. Just a loaf of bread. These, which I heard were really good, the ricotta and spinach ravioli, they're not like cold or anything, they're just, I don't know, in this little like vacuum packed thing, and they were only $1. I got some dark chocolate chips. I got a jar of banana peppers, which I love to put in salads. I also got this wine, which I was checking out. I only got it because number one, it was literally $4 and it said pink Moscato, so I like both of those things. And the lady at the checkout said she drank this whole thing by herself last night, and she said it was just so good she couldn't stop, so that's reassuring. And then I also got some cold things. So I got some milk. I got a bunch of chicken breast tenderloins. I like to get the tenderloins, and then I just put some in like freezer bags and put them in the freezer because I'm not going to eat them all this week and I don't want them to go bad. So I saved them and freeze some of them. I also got some pork chop. I got crescent rolls. I got some popcorn chicken for those lazy days. I love popcorn chicken. I got 1 thing of edamame. I should have gotten a second because I really love edamame, but that's all the cold stuff I got. I got 2 cans of tuna fish. This is the Alfredo sauce that I got. I'm excited to try this one. I am very picky with Alfredo sauces, and I have tried so many from other grocery stores, and I found a couple that I like, but I love it more when I make my own. We'll try it. We'll give it a shot. I got some minced garlic. I just didn't have any garlic. I needed some. Big thing of ranch because this is my favorite dressing, and I'm almost out of the one I already have. Some knockoff Cheez-Its. I got some oatmeal. We'll see if I actually eat it or not. I like to think that I like to eat oatmeal, but I have to be like really in the mood for oatmeal to eat it. I got some coconut oil. I love coconut oil to cook with. These are so good. My mom used to buy these all the time, and I love making pasta salads in the summer. So this is the kind that they had, was ranch and bacon, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna make brownies because I really want to make some brownies. Risotto. This is the roasted garlic risotto. They had a lot of flavors that looked really good. I wanted to get the asparagus one too, but the only pack that they had left was like broken, so I didn't get that one. And then I got some regular crackers. And then I also got some dip. This looks really good. It's Greek yogurt, spinach, and Parmesan dip, which I'm excited about. Some carrots, 2 bags of lettuce. By the way, these bags of lettuce were 60 cents each, I think, so I should have gotten more, but didn't want to be wasteful. So I got lettuce. I got this English cucumber. Just a fun tip, if you are someone that likes to cut up cucumbers and like dip them into dressing, I always had the problem with regular cucumbers that the dressing would kind of just slide off because they were too watery or slimy. These have a lot more like friction to them, if that makes sense, but they aren't as rubbery feeling, like they actually hold dressing on them, so I like getting the English ones. I got some bananas, 3 avocados, and then some strawberries. I just made dinner, just got out of the oven. I decided to make a flatbread pizza for dinner tonight. Here's what it came out looking like. I'm so excited. All I did was I used one of the flatbreads that I got. I put Alfredo sauce on it, little chunks of crab on top, some tomatoes, and I didn't have mozzarella cheese, so I just put provolone cheese on top. Hopefully it'll taste okay. And then we've got some orange juice, and I'm gonna sit right there and watch some TV and eat this for a little bit. Alright you guys, so it's actually a lot later now. It's about 7:30. I finished eating dinner a little bit ago and I kind of just relaxed for a little bit. I went for a tiny little walk, but it is still very warm outside. But I wanted to share with you guys the last thing that I want to share for this vlog about things that I'm prepping this summer, and that is the unpacking that I told you guys about earlier that I needed to do. Now this is not something that I made myself. This is something that my coach made for me, and all the other teachers at my school do this too. And it's just something that's super helpful to help you get familiar with the curriculum. So our curriculum is new for everyone pretty much. They just started it last year. So they're still learning a lot about it, and they're still trying to tweak it to make it exactly for our kids and make it fit their needs. So I'm going to share with you the unpacking document and talk to you a little bit about what it is and what the purpose of it is. But even though this is something that I didn't make the template of it, but I am filling it in, it's totally something that you could do too if you are interested in kind of getting more familiar with the curriculum, especially if you're a first year teacher or starting a new curriculum, because I did not do this last year when I was a first year teacher, and I will be honest, our curriculum was kind of a hot mess because it was kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that our county made, stuff that teachers made, stuff that the curriculum made, and then it was just one of those curriculums that was so old and it was used for a very long time, so it was very adapted, and I don't know, pieces were missing from the materials that I had. I just feel like I relied a lot on the other teachers because they had experience with it, and my materials that I had didn't always make sense, so I just went off of what they could tell me. So having this is super helpful because number one, it is a new curriculum to me, and number two, I actually get to dive in and I know what I'm looking for when I'm researching the curriculum. I know what I'm looking for in the books and in the guides and stuff. So this is the unpacking document that I'm working on this summer. So it's a pretty lengthy document, as you can see. However, when I fill it in, I'm literally going to have all my lesson plans done for each of the modules when it comes time to actually teach them. So I'll just show you really quickly how it's kind of set up without getting too boring here, but basically what she did, is that she put an overview part, so we kind of unpack the entire module and what the kids will be learning and the objectives, and then we also kind of talk about the different guiding questions and things that they're supposed to learn. So we kind of work backwards. So we talk about the end goals, we go through the assessments, what's on the assessment, what are they being assessed, are the questions on the assessment appropriate, and we tweak the assessments first, and then we come back and we will go through the entire module, each lesson by lesson. So you're basically just dissecting each lesson. You're talking about the standards that it covers, the format of it, the objectives, what do the kids already have to know in order to master the standard, what do they have to do in order to master the standard, and then what kind of misconceptions, I think this is an important one, what kind of misconceptions might they have, or where might you anticipate things to go wrong? If they don't already have prior knowledge, are they going to think something else and do something different than what you want from them, and then you kind of are anticipating for what could go wrong. So it's pretty lengthy, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a very long time. This is a lot of the stuff that I've already done. We do that for the whole module as a whole, and then we break into the little units, and then goes down to each individual lesson, and we do the same kind of thing. So that I just wanted to share with you because I feel like it's a super helpful tool to have when you are, especially if you're a first year teacher or if it's a new curriculum to you, because it really lets you do a lot of research and dive into the curriculum, which I probably wouldn't have looked this in detail at it if it had just been up to me, because I wouldn't really know what I was looking for. So I think it's really, really helpful. Alright you guys, that's going to be it for the vlog today. I hope you guys enjoyed prepping things for next school year with me, but I hope you guys got some ideas on things you can prep. And remember, like I said earlier, if you are interested in the nameplate that I created, it is in my TPT store, which is always linked down below. You can always check it out. Same with my Amazon storefront. A lot of the things that I share with you guys in videos for my classroom, and honestly a lot of lifestyle, home decor, all that stuff. I do have all of that linked in different little sections on my Amazon storefront, which is also linked down below. So feel free to check that out as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.